Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Oh, it's come loose! Kachu! That's a half-decent try.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now that looks a decent ball. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this lad, Dominic Szoboszlai, is someone I'm going to keep an eye on here. I like the fact that he's one of the cleanest strikers of the ball, which really shows in both his passing and his attempts at goal.
Big chance! Goal! Barcelona! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Olise. Mateus, a player who needs no introduction. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. What a save by Diogo Costa! Pass somewhat off target. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's no chance! What a save! Terrific reactions! Chance, surely! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Well-timed, excellent interception. And it's Lopez. Now it's Szoboszlai. Rummenigge is onto this. And he welcomes it. He's had a shot! Olise is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. He's had a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. No, it's come to nothing.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And here's Kvaratskhelia. And it's half-time here. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Barcelona.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Barcelona happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Number 15,
And the action is back on the way. Barcelona, a solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Cherki. Now it's Szoboszlai. Now it's Lopez. Howson. Olise. Now he's got space here. Barcelona are still that goal to the good. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. De Gea breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming. Oh, shooting chance! He has done it! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And it's Pedri. And here's Vinicius Junior, and he's had it nicked away. Great vision. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Szoboszlai. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Olise. Looking to play him in. Olise. That ball looks a good one. He has found the way through. Chance for a shot! Oh, taken with style! Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible. Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
This looks promising. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Barcelona really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Olise is flagged offside. Very much into the last knockings.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
We are into overtime. Played out wide. Alexander-Arnold. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Lopez. He's found a way through. Lopez with the cross.
Well played and well cleared.
And that will be the final act. Barcelona have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Rummenigge taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your final thoughts, Jim?
A good show, Peter. A good show of character.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running.
Luis Suarez really is a player who can do everything. He makes a more than decent target man, and his energy levels mean the opposition defence are constantly under pressure.
And that, I guess, is essential if you're going to play pressing football. That is just brilliant!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
That is so good, such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
I doubt very much that this... And De Bruyne! That comes as a mighty relief. Can he get on the end of this? Well timed, excellent interception. De Gea with the clearance. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Suarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, good ball! And smartly reclaimed. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Barcelona disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Rijkaard. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's come to nothing. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Dani Olmo. Oh, good take. And he shoots! And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
That is good alertness. Well, that has not gone well. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Threads one in. Now this could be a... Tries a shot! Sticks it away! And right on half-time, that is telling. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And there's the end of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
And now,
neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Barcelona are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rummenigge. Dani Olmo. Oh, strongly challenged there. De Bruyne. De Bruyne goes pelting down that left-hand side. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Finding their passes, and it's been played through. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. That's an imaginative pass. That's a lovely, neat pass. Chiellini. And it's Lampard. Just eases him off the ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's picked out the run. He's found the way through. Rummenigge! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Rummenigge actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Turns back here, probably the best option. De Bruyne. Now it's Mackay. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing.
Dani Olmo! Zanetti gets good distance on it.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Nicely aimed pass. Ronaldinho. Irwin. Cross flung in towards the middle.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Irwin. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. Well, there's the unmistakable figure of Dimitar Berbatov. There was never any question of leaving a man of his talents on the bench.
Yeah, you can't question this guy's abilities or his track record. Yet it's funny how he remains a divisive figure.
Well, that was that languid style, wasn't it, which does have its detractors.
Yeah, he's a player who's always been extremely calm and he likes to kind of think on the ball. Some say that was lazy, slowing the game down a little too much, but I've never seen it that way.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Thiago. He's on it. Can he get away? Del Piero showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Del Piero. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Berbatov bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Alvarez. Well read, nice interception. Ronaldinho. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Berbatov. Yaya Toure. Ronaldinho. And he was quick to react. And here's Del Piero. Del Piero. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Skims one in. In he goes again! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rummenigge. Ambitious ball here. Oh, well played. Messi. And it's Yaya Toure. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Oh, there's a probing ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to pass it through. Takes a shot! It's in!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Barcelona.
Just a quick announcement.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the second half gets underway.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Berbatov. Knocks it out wide. Roberto Carlos. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. And that should get the job done. Rummenigge. Oh, nicely intercepted. Ronaldinho. Barcelona still this single goal behind. And here's Alvarez. He's having a hit! That was superb goalkeeping.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. It's a really well-measured ball. And Messi! Yaya Toure. And this is Berbatov. That is a brilliant interception. Yaya Toure, the man that is tenacity personified. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And he's intervened well there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, it's come loose. Rummenigge. And this is Del Piero. Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Berbatov. Now it's Alvarez. Ronaldinho! And that would have been game, set and match.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there and it's been blown.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Dani Olmo is onto this. Yaya Toure has a look and plays it forward. Well seen, saw that coming. That's an imaginative pass. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Played out wide. Looking for options for movement. Picked out brilliantly. Tries a shot! He's got a goal! They have stolen level at the last! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitutions taking place.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And time is up. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Barcelona certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
And all that remains for me is... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway.
Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well, when you think about it, most of his ilk will put the... will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Del Piero. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. That's great positioning, so good from him.
Raul looking to penetrate opposition lines. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Totti. And he's on a charge. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Totti really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Totti is behind this one. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Totti! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Griezmann. Rummenigge. Now that is commitment to the cause. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Del Piero with the short one. Here's a chance! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Tries to pass it through. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Gerrard, who's on a run down the left wing. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Irwin is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. He's gone for goal! Off the post! Danger averted for now. That pass has been well intercepted. Irwin. And here's Fernandes. He is just caressing the ball. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And this is a great chance to take a lead. Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero! He's got himself an absolute peach. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So we have our breakthrough.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Shot could be on. Great challenge, time to perfection.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch.
Dani Olmo, Rummenigge. And it's Olmo. It's run loose here. He's tried one! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. And that should get the job done. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. And he's decided to go for it. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Irwin is one whose deliveries we all know about. Looking to play him in. Rummenigge has it out wide. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Rummenigge. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Barcelona get their 4th corner. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence.
2 added minutes has been
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Dani Olmo engages and forces him off the ball. And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Barcelona leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. Barcelona carrying a 1-goal lead. Donatoni. Griezmann driving forward. And here's Del Piero, and Del Piero! Oh, split-second reaction.
Del Piero actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They're up to 5 corners now. Defending of the desperate variety. And he's let fly!
Paris Saint-Germain, just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Oh, that's nice. And he shoots! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Del Piero is offering a wry smile there.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roll, picks it up out wide. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Knocks it out wide. Van der Ven. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Well read, nice interception. Van could be danger here. He's picked his way through. He's had a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Spirited to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Searching pass he's played there, and he's made sure that's not getting through.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
A droll. And he welcomes it in. He's onside. Donald and the shot! He scores! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
Can they find an extra gear here? Zanetti hurtling down that right flank. And it's Zanetti. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Rummenigge. Spread it left. Irwin. In towards the back stick. Good read, needed to be.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now he's off and running. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
Just a quick announcement.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain, number 20, El Hadj Diouf. Coming on to replace him is number 18, Didier Drogba. Substitution.
So our quest to find the winner continues. Barcelona conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Big chance! Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
Well, I think this is definitely one of these areas where they've rehearsed an awful lot on the training ground.
Totti! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Played into space. Oh, he's been caught napping! It's a lucky 7th corner. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Zanetti certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Well, the corners keep on coming. This is their 8th of the game now. Has a shot! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Barcelona take the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Szoboszlai, and he's managed to get free. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. We've reached the midway point in extra time.
Now, to all members of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday. Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain, number 9, Francesco Totti. Coming on the field is number 11, Dembele.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, well measured. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pass somewhat off target. And that's too far for anyone. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dembele driving forwards. And he can clear it away. And they're back on the ball again. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And this is Dembele.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Oh, that's a fine interception. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
A good show, Peter. A good show of character, a good show of resilience. This is a team that was never going to be intimidated by the crowd and their opposition, and it was thoroughly professional.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London. By any measure, those are pretty special numbers.
Why, he's very much adored.
Pele! Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Van Dijk gets it clear. Back into the middle. And he's been shifted off it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Can he get it through? Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. First quarter of an hour gone. Succumbs to the pressure. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. Hakimi making good progress on the right-hand side. And they're back on the ball again. Ball driven towards the far post. Fernandes plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Fernandes. Tries to pass it through. Rummenigge. Real chance! Goal! Barcelona! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Picked out and Del Piero! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Del Piero. That is a great pick out. And he's managed to get free. Rummenigge! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now it's Drogba. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Szoboszlai. Barcelona looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Half-time getting close now. He's on it, can he get away? Rummenigge! It's in! That is his ton, and does he not know it? Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Big chance, must be! He's free, he's had a shot! Relentless, just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception.
But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Barcelona very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Rummenigge making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more focused on winning than anything else.
Dembele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Del Piero. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Del Piero. Now it's Dembele. Looking for options for movement. It'll be a throw-in. Olise! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And this is Lampard. It's Lampard! Fantastic from Lampard! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Now it's Dembele. Olise. Can he get it through? This looks promising. Brilliantly cut out. He can get that clear. Fermin going full tilt down the left. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Lopez. He's found a way past. Now it's Dembele. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Tries a shot! Off the post. Decent enough try.
Oh, that's just unfortunate, really, really unfortunate.
And this is Dembele. And he's being shifted off it. Dixon. And here's Dembele. And the pass is intercepted. Now, can they get him away? And he's there to get it away. Fermin. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Baresi makes the interception. That is ended up in no man's land. And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Barcelona.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Barcelona have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. Rummenigge! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Lopez. Olise. Oh, nicely intercepted. Mateus, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Barcelona just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Dixon.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. And he shoots! And he comes up trumps again. And it's Kukçu. And they win it back again. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Fermin. Now it's Dembele. Olise. And it's Lampard. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Kukçu is always looking to break lines. Lampard. Now it's Lopez. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Fermin charging forward, the ball at his feet. Del Piero! It's in! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike.
76 minutes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Del Piero.
Barcelona are sitting pretty. It's Dembele!
Substitutions taking place.
And somehow he managed to miss it.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
He's had it taken off him. Barcelona can consider themselves just about safe now. Nicely weighted ball. Plays a sharp little ball here. Rijkaard. Fermin. Irwin. Short changes him with that pass. Back into the middle. Now that's well seen too. Rummenigge. Now it's Lopez. Now what about a counter-attack? Strong running down that left flank.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Stood up well to him there. Irwin does really well to win the ball there. Great vision. Cross from Irwin. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that's that. Barcelona are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Del Piero picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This guy, Dembele, is one of the best dribblers around. When fit, he's electric. And that alone is enough to frighten some of the best defences. He really does have the ability to win games on his own with that terrific acceleration.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. That has ended up in no man's land. That's a little off target. Rummenigge. So what can they make of this? Fermin going face to face with his great rival. And they've got a throw. Kokchu looking to pass their way through. Now it's Bale.
Might want to be careful there.
Little doubt, that is a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Now that's well seen too. Costa Curta. Madrid, possession football, Jim. We're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Del Piero is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Shot a goal! Goal! Barcelona! First blood drawn. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Irwin, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's a pretty loose pass. Barcelona looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Del Piero is wide and looking to get onto this. And that is out of play. And he's managed to gift it back. Guardiola. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
Added time.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. And the referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter, be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Barcelona can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And it's Ronaldinho. Good read, needed to be.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were...
Is on his own. And Del Piero! No mistake! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Szoboszlai. No way through there. Vermin. And this is Del Piero. Can he get it through? Rummenigge! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He's on it. Can he get... Oh, shooting chance! And we have our very first corner. That's a lovely, neat pass. And now they can spring out of defence. Costa Curta. And here's Neymar. Oh, they can break here. This looks promising. He's shifting through the gears here. He's having a go. It is a very, very good save.
Barcelona certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And he was quick to react. That's the throw. Barcelona are almost home and dry now. Searching pass he's played there. Costa Curta. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's Neymar! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Four added minutes has been indicated.
Cafu. It's a really well-measured ball. And that has left it. Can he finish? He's been taken out. Could that be a penalty? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Guardiola taking charge of the dead ball. Ronaldinho. And that will be it. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Rijkaard has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Mbappe. And this is Hazard. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Big chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Mateus, driving forward. And this is Owen, and he's got the beating of his man. Owen had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. He's through, now is he in? Shot, surely! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Messi, and he's had a hit! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Plays a sharp little ball here. Thiago. Oh, nice touch. Xavi Alonso. Looking for the run. Messi.
Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And here's Messi. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now it's Dani Olmo. Can he get on the end of this? Dani Olmo. Azar. Rummenigge. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And it's Thiago. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Barcelona are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Barcelona tries a shot! And yes, it's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. He's in a great position here. Thiago. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Dani Olmo. Xavi Alonso.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Thiago takes a shot! Yes! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. Messi.
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Baresi cuts out the pass. Hazard. Decent chance! It's loose. He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And here's Mbappe. Now Mbappe! And it's in! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Nice sequence of passes, this.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
João Cancelo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Stood up well to him there. Mateus did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And the finish! Oh, it's a beauty! He's got himself an absolute peach.
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and even quicker feet.
Barcelona grab a 3-goal lead. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Ajax have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
He's having a go! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Olise. Well, the 10th of July 2021 was such a significant day in the international career of Lionel Messi, was it not, Jim?
Yeah, he finally got that giant monkey off his back at the 5th time of asking.
And possibly that was the moment that Messi was finally given the credit he has deserved for his services to his nation. He's had a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
That is good alertness. Guardiola. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And it's Del Piero. He's through. Soboslai! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, crossbar! Dealt with nicely by the defence. And now they can spring out of defence. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Beckenbauer.
Ajax
applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. And it's made its way to him. Knocks it into space. And he played... Shoots! Goal! Barcelona! First blood drawn. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Big chance! Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short.
And the first half is done. Barcelona are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement now. We would like to ask you all to kindly stay seated during the match. Thank you for your cooperation.
Substitution for Ajax. Number 7, David Villa. Number 17, De Bruyne. Coming on the field, number 19.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And no, that was never going to make it. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Beckenbauer. Olise. Plays a sharp little ball here. Irwin is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Oh, that's well spotted.
Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them.
Rummenigge does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Bruno Fernandes. So we've reached the hour mark. Defending was strong and firm. Now it's Del Piero. Now, can they get him away? Cherki, he's picked his way through. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And it's Messi. And he's intervened well there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Van Dijk cuts it out.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now that is commitment to the cause.
Substitution for Ajax. Number 9.
Corner number 2 then.
Number 20, Olise.
And he whips it across.
Number 25.
And that's the keeper's ball. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way.
Substitution.
In with the challenge. It's a searching pass. And Del Piero! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. So smooth, a signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Pass is coming off in quick succession. Haaland! Oh, the ball's run loose here. What a hit, the save was firm.
Ajax really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Ajax have their third corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. It's played through for him. He's shifting through the gears, and Del Piero! It's there! Pomp, panache, and passion. This, a man full of it all. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Has been indicated.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, a delicate chip through. Law, and he's certainly onside here. Lopez. Shot a goal! They've scored! They are getting horribly bullied, and it... Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling, and that is what tends to happen when they do their thing.
And a quick announcement.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Barcelona.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, you would think that the name Luis Suarez on any team sheet is sufficient to make any opponent shiver.
And I think I'd struggle to name a striker who's better at playing.
It's Schneider! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Great vision. And this face-to-face... Owen! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That is lovely. Finished. And a chance! He's got a goal! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to...
Oh, what a climb! No mistake! Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly. Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Szoboszlai picks it up, and the shot! Really well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break...
And Owen! It's hit the upright. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Succumbs to the pressure. Paz. That's been slipped through. Thinks about the shot. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Tries to pass it through. That looks a good ball through. Owen! Oh, that's incredible! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks... And Del Piero! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well,
Del Piero! Oh, yes, it's there!
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
It's become a case of Merrigan. He's had a shot! They've done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that...
And Del Piero!
Added time.
Oh, terrific save.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when...
Owen! They want to be quick to recover this. Danny Olmo! And we hit half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Barcelona are looking as solid as I've seen for some time. All departments are working strongly, and this can do their confidence a whole power of good.
Barcelona are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. And we are already promptly back underway. Oh, shooting chance! He has done it! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
How many? Just how many? Nicely weighted ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Owen unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he was alert to it. And he can clear it away.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Owen! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Barcelona with their first... And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
And a quick reminder today that parking in the area around the stadium is strict.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Barcelona.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just...
Owen! It's bounced back off the post. Rijkaard is there, and he can get that clear. And here's Szoboszlai. Owen. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party... And Owen! Michael Owen! Screamer!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's been slipped through. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Lampard. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, Dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
No way through. Rooney, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. 30 minutes gone. And it's Rooney, and he welcomes it in. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Rooney, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Rooney. Schneider. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. And it's Szoboszlai. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's in space and looking for options. Szoboszlai! Sticks it away! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That was a given. It always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes...
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Barcelona ahead 2-0, and they are looking good.
And now, please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring our guest performers today.
So off we go once more. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Schneider. And they win it back again. The referee has given a corner. Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Irwin. Lampard. And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they? Is on his... Owen! That was superb goalkeeping.
Owen clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Almost an hour gone. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good for...
Oh no, this does not look good. Shapes to shoot! Oh, what has happened here? Fernandez. And the counter is on. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Oh, super ball. Milan can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, that's a fine interception. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Rijkaard. Now it's Owen. Rooney. Pass somewhat off target. Lampard. Good ball, good take. Good chance here. Off the post. Rijkaard. And it's Lampard. Oh, and he's following up! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona find a... Can he finish? And that's off target. Lampard. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Lampard is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's on it, can he get away? And that's it. Barcelona looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch, and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Szoboszlai voted man of the match, and deservedly so. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
There's the whistle, and here we go.
De Gea completing his first century of appearances here today, and that has not gone unnoticed. It's Pato! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
That's a shade optimistic. Del Piero is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Sanchez gets it clear. Mateus. And he's in on Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero! About as smooth as it gets. Barcelona are in front. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Shoots! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Howson is there, and he can get that clear. It's anyone's ball now. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Yamal. Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Oh, the ball's come loose here. In he goes again! Szoboszlai! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Szoboszlai. Has a shot! Superb from Szoboszlai! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Nicely weighted ball. Pato, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And the shot's real chance! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Pato. Oh, easy pickings there. Couldn't squeeze it through. Yamal takes the shot! And that is a save of real quality, not easy by any means.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
2 added minutes has been
Zanetti.
indicated.
That's a lovely, neat pass. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Barcelona go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. That gets things going for the second half. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, good-looking ball.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And he's had it nicked away. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Great ball if he can get there. Well timed, excellent interception. Time and again they are repelled. Batistuta. Ronaldinho, a player of legendary status. And he thumps it clear. Now it's Del Piero.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
No, that's been intercepted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And this is Del Piero. And he's heaved it away. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 13.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change.
Number 23, Guti. Number 11, Jamal. Number 18.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Coming on the field, number 25.
He won't be happy with that one.
Number 4,
Ødegaard,
Ødegaard.
just about up to
Number
75
7,
minutes.
Dani Olmo. Number 20.
And they can
Shevchenko.
counter here. And it's Ødegaard. Can he get on the end of this? And that's really well manoeuvred. And that has been knocked clear. Oh, he's been caught napping. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Passes short and sharp. Zanetti. Dani Olmo. And it's Ronaldinho. And this is Del Piero. And Del Piero! Alessandro Del Piero! Another ice-cool goal! A finish of true class! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.